Hi dear students, today let's discuss the remaining question answers of exercise part. Okay, so we'll start from the 11th question, that is, draw a labeled diagram of an electric motor, explain its principle and working, and what is the function of split ring in an electric motor. So refer the diagram from the reader, and now let's discuss the principle of this electric motor. So, electric motor works on the principle of force experienced by a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. The two forces in the opposite sides are equal and opposite. Since they act in different lines, they bring rotational motion. So, what is the main principle? When a current carrying conductor produces a magnetic field in a straight conductor. Okay, we discuss its working.
Do you know how an electric motor works? An electric motor converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. An electric motor consists of a rectangular coil of insulated copper wire. The coil is placed between the two poles of a magnetic field. The ends of the coil are connected to the two halves of a split ring. The inner sides of these halves are insulated and attached to an axle. The external conducting edges touch two conducting stationary brushes. Current in the coil enters from the source battery through conducting brush and flows back to the battery through the other brush. When we apply Fleming's left-hand rule to find the direction of the force on a current-carrying conductor in a magnetic field, we find that the force acting on arm AB pushes it downwards, while the force acting on arm CD pushes it upwards. Thus, the coil mounted free to turn about an axis rotates anti-clockwise. At half rotation, Q makes contact with the brush X and P with brush Y. Therefore, the current in the coil gets reversed and flows along the path D, C, B, A. The reversal of current also reverses the direction of the force acting on the two arms AB and CD. Thus, the arm AB of the coil that was earlier pushed down is now pushed up, and the arm CD, previously pushed up, is now pushed down. Therefore, the coil and the axle rotate half a turn more in the same direction. The reversing of the current is repeated at each half rotation, giving rise to a continuous rotation of the coil and the axle. Download Sparkler.
So this is the notes of the working of electric motor. Go through the video once again, and meanwhile see the textbook also. You can copy this answer in the notes. The PDF of this notes I'll give in a link. In that the last question was function of split ring. What is the function of a split ring? So split ring in a motor act as a commutator, that is, it reverses the flow of current in the circuit, and due to which the direction of the force acting on the arms also reverses. Okay, this is about the working of electric motor. The next question, name some devices in which electric motors are used. So electric motors are used in appliances like electric fans, washing machine, mixer, grinder, blenders, computers, MP3 players, etc. That means all the appliances in the house, it works based on the electric motor. So as electric motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, see, you can see that rotation of the fans, glowing of bulb, this is all because of a motor. The 13th one, a coil of insulated copper wire is connected to galvanometer. what will happen if a bar magnet is pushed into the coil? Then the second case, withdrawn from inside the coil and held stationary inside the coil. So first one, what? When the coil is pushed into the bar magnet, so what happens? Yes, current is induced momentarily in the coil. As a result, the needle of the galvanometer deflects momentarily in a particular direction. So as we move a magnet inside the coil, immediately the galvanometer, the pointer in the galvanometer deflects, shows that the presence of current. Then the second case, what? Withdrawn from inside the coil. So when the bar magnet is withdrawn from inside the coil of the insulated copper wire, a current is again induced momentarily in the coil in the opposite direction. As a result, the needle of the galvanometer deflects momentarily in opposite direction. In the third case, when the magnet is held stationary inside the coil. So in that case, the no current will be induced in the coil. Hence, galvanometer will show no deflection. Okay. Next, 14th one. Two circular coils A and B are placed close to each other. If the current in the coil A is changed, will some current be induced in the coil B? Give reason. Okay, yes. So current is induced in the coil B. This is mainly because of electromagnetic induction. So when the current in the coil A is changed, the magnetic field associated with it also changes. As coil B is placed close to A, hence magnetic field lines around this coil also changes. Due to change in magnetic field lines associated with coil B, an induced current is also induced in it. So this phenomenon is called electromagnetic induction. Next, 15th one. State the rules to determine the direction of. One is magnetic field produced around a straight current carrying a conductor. That is a Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. Okay. Then the second one, force experienced by a current carrying straight conductor placed in magnetic field which is perpendicular to it. That is Fleming's left hand rule. And the last one, current induced in a coil due to its rotation of magnetic field. That is Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, analyze the question and write the answer. 16th one, again explain the underlying principle and working of an electric generator by drawing a labeled diagram. Then what is the function of brushes? Okay, again here draw the diagram from the reader, and the principle is what? Mainly electric generator is work based on the electromagnetic induction principle of electromagnetic induction. When a coil is rotated with respect to a magnetic field, the number of magnetic field lines through the coil changes. Due to this, current is induced in the coil whose direction can be found by Fleming's left hand rule. So let's see the working of this electric generator.
Do you know how an electric generator works? Electric generator converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. An electric generator, as shown, consists of a rotating rectangular coil ABCD placed between the two poles of the permanent magnets. The two ends of this coil are connected to the two rings R1 and R2. The inner side of these rings are insulated. The two conducting stationary brushes B1 and B2 are kept pressed separately on the rings R1 and R2 respectively. The two rings R1 and R2 are internally attached to an axle. The axle may be mechanically rotated from outside to rotate the coil inside the magnetic field. Outer ends of the two brushes are connected to a bulb to show the flow of current in the given external circuit. When the axle attached to the two rings is rotated such that the arm AB moves up in the magnetic field, the induced current direction can be found by applying Fleming's right-hand rule. The induced currents are set up in these arms along the directions AB and CD. Thus, an induced current flows in the direction A, B, C, D. If there are larger numbers of turns in the coil, the current generated in each turn adds up to give a large current through the coil. This means that the current in the external circuit flows from B2 to B1. After half a rotation, arm CD starts moving up and AB moving down. As a result, the directions of the induced currents in both the arms change, giving rise to the net induced current in the direction D, C, B, A. The current in the external circuit now flows from B1 to B2. Thus, after every half rotation, the polarity of the current in the respective arms changes. Such a current, which changes direction after equal intervals of time, is called an alternating current, abbreviated as AC. This device is called an AC generator.
So you can copy the answers. Then the 17th question. When does an electric short circuit occur? If either the insulation of wire used in electric circuit is damaged or there is a fault in the appliances, live wire and neutral wire may come in direct contact. As a result, the current in the circuit abruptly rise and short circuiting occurs. And the last one, what is the function of an earth wire? Why is it necessary to earth metallic appliances? The metallic body of electric appliances is connected to the earth by means of earth wire so that any leakage of electric current is transferred to the ground, and this prevents any electric shock to the user. That is why earthing of the electrical appliances is necessary. Okay, I hope this is understood. Please copy the question answers in your notes, and the PDF of this notes I'll give in a link, okay, in a description box. Thank you.